what we do here is go back.
Alright, so me and Dustin have been out since 8:30 this morning. It is now like 6:30 in the evening. Just now starting the video. It started out very rainy for community garage sales, but we just got out of Goodwill, so I figured it's a good time to start this vlog. I'll show everything that I found at garage sales toward the end. But first of all, we got into this Goodwill and seen an N64. If you watch my channel, you know any kind of retro games are a great find. It's the smoke gray controllers. Don't know if the memory pack's in there. It was $14.99, great price. Looked for games, could not find any. Asked a girl there, and she was willing to go back and look to see if there was any that were back there for us. Didn't find any, but that's super cool. But what's even more super cool is when she rung it up, she didn't even say anything. I'm pretty sure it was on purpose. Do you think it was on purpose?
I think it was on, yeah, it was on purpose.
She only charged $4.99 for it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's like the coolest thing ever, because I was willing to pay the $15, and
yeah, she was kind of like a rebel employee. So.
Yeah.
But I got just a Sharp VCR in there. It was $7.99, but when she rung me up, she only charged me $2.99. So, yeah, this Goodwill just went up, and because we were just talking about how this one doesn't really pay out, but definitely a cool find. He also got some roller skates. They were like basically brand new looking, about $35 on eBay. They were $4.99. So we got two more Goodwills, and that's actually our day, so kind of a weird start, but I will, like I said, show everything. You see in the back real quick, there's some stuff found, so pretty good day so far. Yeah. But yeah, just got out of a Goodwill, do a little update. First of all, these Nike shoes, which are in good condition.
Yep. It says all conditions gear, so it's like, I normally don't like getting Nikes. They're what do you want to call it, overly produced, but
overly saturated.
Yeah.
On eBay.
But with these, I mean, they've got a solid like trail running tread, and then they've got this little like leather flap that goes over the laces. They're in great shape. They charged more for them, not as much as I thought they would. It was only $8. So it's something that's something that I would list for $49.99 or best offer on eBay. I always do best offers on my shoes. I accept things as long as I'm making a double up profit, and it tends to go fairly well for me when it comes to specific shoes. Nikes not so much, but I'm taking the chance on that one. And then we spotted this. Well, I didn't spot it, you did, but this is a Franklin Spelling Ace. I know nothing about them.
Yeah, I know that they're new. They're always worth a lot of money, but used, I was pretty sure they're worth money. I don't see them too often. So any of the Franklin like spell checks or the translators for language are really good.
This thing turned right on when I was in there.
Must have killed off the battery finally. The last remaining juices. But yeah, it was 99 cents. So it was like, what, like $25 or something used.
Yeah, yeah.
Ranked like super good.
Yeah,
so.
I mean the profit would be, about $18 to $20.
Yeah,
because it was only $1, so you can't really pass it up.
Small, lower fees. So anytime you can turn $1 and make 15, that's great.
I'm a little disturbed with this not turning on right now, because it fired right up when I was in there.
Yeah,
now I pay for it. I got to unscrew it to put a battery in it.
That might be annoying.
And it might take one of those like random.
Not the easiest $15. I take that back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got something in there, but I'm gonna show all my stuff at the end. I was just showing Dustin's because he won't be at my house when I'm showing mine. So one more Goodwill. Hey everybody, I'm back home. It is dark out. Put in over a 12-hour shift this morning. I've actually been up a lot longer. I've been up since like 3:15 in the morning. It's now about 9 o'clock in the evening. But been going hard. It's kind of what you gotta do when you're reselling, is put in some long hours and make stuff happen. I didn't realize, but I think I did really well today. I didn't realize I was doing that well as the day went on. But let's get through this. The video might be a little dark. because my house is just generally dark. I mean, I got lights on, even got a candle going over here because my house was smelling weird when I walked in. But let's get started. First of all, so much electronics found. Found this inside like a church rummage sale at the community sale we went to. I passed it up pretty quick when I seen they wanted $25 and they had a printout of Amazon. Always bad when you see that, but then I went back and I'm like, let me look at this. Like, oh, this is a DVD player that censors out. She told me you put in the words you want censored and it'll censor them. So I went ahead and looked it up myself on Amazon. It is selling $199 used, but I figured I'd take a chance. I like taking chances on stuff like this, learning to see if they'll sell. Seems like it will. Like 200 some thousand electronics, but yeah, profit's just unknown. If it sells, I'm sure it'll be in one of my what sold videos because it's a unique item. If anyone's ever seen these or sold any, if they sell well, let me know in the video. Chances are by the time this video gets edited, it'll already been sold, or if it's gonna sell. But at a Goodwill, there were 2 of these Sansui VCRs. They have been open, but they're pretty complete, very good condition, I'd say. Not the greatest brand. It was $12.99, but the other one didn't have a box or anything, and they wanted $9.99. No remote, so I went ahead and bought the one with the remote and the box for $12.99. You know, VCRs tend to sell even if the rank's a bit high eventually, if they're priced right. So it's just hard to say what I'll make on this, but I would say between $40 and $70. It just depends. Got this at a garage sale for $3. I almost missed it. I scanned it. It's a Wi-Fi range extender. Used. She said it's never been used. The box has been opened. Has some water damage because it was pouring rain. It was really bad this morning. We were soaked because we just kept going to these sales, and stuff was leaking on, you know, the items. And I think this got some water stains on it. But, you know, I'm selling it used anyway, and it was $45. I paid $3. I don't know, maybe $30, $35 profit. Had a really good rank. Let's see. Found this Discman 65 used on Amazon. I do believe that's a bit high, but it's in really good shape as long as it works. I'll probably price it at $59.99 and see how it sells used on Amazon. This was a bit of a disappointment. It seems really dark on my phone. Hopefully it doesn't show up this dark. This is just a unique phone. Like, look at this thing. It's beastly. $5.99 for this and $2.99 for the extension. It went together. It's a set. Problem is both of them need a power cord. Didn't have it, but this sells for about $200 used, $700 and some dollars new. Whether or not anyone would ever pay $750 new, that's a good question. But used, it has a great rank in Office. I think it was like 3 or 4 or something. So I'm going to try to track down some power cords for it. Panasonic phones are very particular on the power cords they use. Another Goodwill, oddly enough, I found a Panasonic phone. Didn't look it up or anything. I just looked at the power supply. It's a 6.5 volt Panasonic. I need that power supply for another phone that is profitable upstairs that they wanted $20 online for a power supply, and I couldn't find them cheaper, so I paid $2 for the phone. Going to use the power supply. Maybe, who knows what I'll do with the phone. Got this thermometer at a garage sale for $6. George apparently had it. It's got hair stuck on. You think if you put that sticker on, your hair got stuck in it, you would just peel that off and put another one on, do it over. But hey, whatever. Only make about $8. Actually, I paid $5 for that, so yeah. Pay $5, I'll make about $8 on Amazon. Pretty good rank. I got this lid opener, Black & Decker, had 5 on it. I asked 3, she took it. Bought it kind of blind because I found one recently at a Goodwill in the box. I think it was still new, it's just the box was pretty much been destroyed. And that one, I believe, was like $50 used. This one must be different because I looked it up after I bought it, and it's selling for about 30, 28 something used. So for $3 you still make, you know, $12, $13 after fees. The fees were really high on this for some reason. You see Boondock Saints here. I paid $1.50 for this. I just bought it for myself because I love the movie and it's a Blu-ray. Disc was in good condition. Told myself any movies I really like for $2 or less I'm going to pick up this year just for my own entertainment purposes. Massager. Dustin got a massager too. You didn't end up seeing. It was about $30, $35 used on eBay. This one was about the same. New. This one sells really well. Even on eBay they were selling for $70 to $100 new. Just a palm, Homedics palm massager. I think with heat. Any massager with heat tends to do better. So it should make about $20, $25 on eBay with that. Oh, where are we at now? Oh, we was in some really rich areas and they had so many nice electronics, but usually the rich people, they want more money for their stuff because they know what it's worth. But these were sitting there. They're Sony, just speakers for $1, and I realized, hey, I need speakers like this to test electronics because I don't want big speakers just sitting out to test my electronics. So I got these nice little Sony ones. I said, I'll take the speakers for $1. She's like, okay. And I grabbed both of them, and Dustin pointed out, I think they were $1 a piece because there's 2 different price tags. So I may have just kind of ran off with the other one and kind of committed a crime. I don't know. Found this at Salvation Army. I have this exact same one upstairs. This is ranked #1 in PC. Bestseller badge on Amazon. Used. It's going to be an easy sell if it works for about $28. You know, make about $15 in the end. So paid about $3 for it. Garage sale. This woman had a ton of ink at a super nice house. I really want her house. But she obviously owns some sort of business, probably because she had a bunch of ink. Most of it was overpriced. But these were in a box, so all the ink was $2. I scanned it. I'm allowed to sell it on Amazon. Don't know why. But it's got a really good rank, really good sales. Sells for about $22. So, you know, anywhere about $12 a piece on these. I bought this one. I didn't even look it up, but I think this is the one I have. It said $49.71. She had a $10 sticker on it. And of course it was $2 because I asked her. I should have probably bought all the ink, but I got a lot of ink to sell on eBay right now. This I found at Goodwill. It is a... Man, this seems so dark. I'm sorry if this is really hard to see. I just don't have any more light in here. And the cats are... No, that's me bumping into the bag. It's just a Samsung DVD VCR combo, no remote. They wanted $20 for it. Just bought one of these the other day at the same Goodwill. Not the exact same one, a DVD combo. It was a Magnavox, and they only wanted $6.99. They want $20 for this one with no remote for some reason. But it's worth it because it's one of the higher end ones and should be able to sell it for $179.99 if it works. Most of the time this stuff don't work. I'd say about 50-50. So we'll test it and we'll see. If not, I'll return it and have to buy a remote. That's probably going to be at least another $20. So I'm going to have $40-50 in this. Yeah. But first of all, let me say this. Stopped at St. Francis. Got 2 remotes for 99 cents. Zenith. Didn't look it up. I'm just buying these VCR remotes. So if I find a VCR is compatible. But found one of these Magnavox. I'm like, man, hopefully I find another one of those Magnavox DVD combos that this goes with. Well, look what I found at a Goodwill. The exact one. How about that? No remote. Only wanted $6.99. It sells for over $100. This is the one I sold before. I think this is the one I sold for $150. So I found so many of these. I cannot believe. And the same Goodwill. I think they just got somebody must have just donated 50 of these, some company or something, and they just slowly putting them out. Every day they put some out or something, because it's just unbelievable that you find 5 of these in a month's time. But underneath is a Sharp VCR. The girl at Goodwill that gave Dustin the deal on the N64 and me, she only charged $2.99 for this. I didn't hear her. Dustin was telling me that she said, "Are you going to return this? Because I'll give you a deal." Because the price tag wouldn't have matched with the receipt. So she's taking a risk. I don't know if, you know, I just charmed her or what happened. But yeah, she kept being real flirty and stuff and talkative, and I'm gonna try to make a connection with her, and maybe she'll be willing to text me when games or something I'm looking for comes in. That would be great. Oddly enough, I found one of these at Goodwill like a week ago. Tool Bandit, they sell for about 18 bucks. So you make about $8-9 on these, I don't know, but I've seen them for $3 at a garage sale, so had to pick them up. It's great to see stuff that you know you've already looked at. You don't have to do research. It's just like bloop, like picking money up. Oh, at a garage sale, $5 under the cabinet Sony. Sorry. Actually not worth as much as I thought when I looked it up when I got home. I just bought it blind, like definitely buying this. I'll make about 60 bucks when it sells. Pretty good seller. The problem is, I asked her, I'm like, doesn't this usually have a remote with it? She's like, no, it didn't come with a remote. Well, the picture clearly shows a remote on Amazon. So I'm going to have to try to track down a remote for it. It's probably going to be hard to find a remote for one of these at a decent price. So maybe it'll end up going to eBay or something if I can't, you know, make that happen. I also didn't mention this Philips down here. It's a DVD combo at a garage sale for $5 with the remote. I think the remote's still in the car. I think it slid off or something. But Dustin spotted this first and he was just going to take it, but he was restricted in it, in the Philips. So we ended up trading for a VCR that he wasn't as restricted in, that was also $5. So he'll end up making like 50 or 60 on that. And I think that this one was about 50 or 60 profit too. So it was about even for us. I think I'm getting through this fairly quick. I'm looking down, it's been almost 13 minutes. That's crazy. I was going to combine tomorrow in what we find, because we're going to a couple community sales tomorrow, but if it ends up being too long, maybe I'll just make a second video for that. We'll just see how much we find. But this was interesting. The laser tag. I found this at a garage sale. It was $5. And I seen a unique Wii game. I don't even remember what it was called. I never heard of it, but looked it up and it was like a $16 game used, which is pretty good for Wii. She had 5 on it. I asked 3. She said no, it's the first day, $5. I said, oh, okay, put it down, no problem. Scan the laser tag. New, this is like $700 and some, but used $155. So for $5, I decided to take a chance. She told me it was complete. She said the goggles weren't even used because they didn't want to use them. So it's just 2 guns, a laser tag. Will I get that? I don't know. It was a 270,000 rank in toys, which is definitely, you know, I've sold plenty of stuff higher rank than that. So we'll see. They're either buying them new for $750 or buying them used, so who knows, but they're being bought. But I think I went over everything here. So a pretty good haul overall for me. I just don't, yeah, I mean, it's a few hundred. It probably surpasses 500, honestly. But really great, really cool finds. Hopefully I can get power supplies cheap for this. But if the video is not going to be too long, it's going to continue. But if it's going to end up making the video like 30-40 minutes, I'm probably just going to make 2 separate videos so people don't have to sit through. And you can go ahead and let me know in the comments if you like longer videos or shorter videos. I would like to know the general census of people, what they think. But either way, look out for the next video for tomorrow's community sales. Okay, just finished up day 2. Was only out about 5 hours today. Went to a community sale and a neighborhood sale and a couple Goodwills. So didn't find as much today, but found some good stuff. So if you hear some yelling and screaming, I got new neighbors and their children are the loudest things I've ever heard in my life. But got topsy-turvy again. You know that I always find these. So $2 at a church rummage sale. This time of year, I think they're still selling good. Early in the year, April, May, You can get anywhere from 25 to 30 bucks for these. They sell really quick, really good rank. So I always pick them up. If the price drops when I pick them up, I just hold them until this time of year, which actually April's about over. It's about May now, so I'm not sure what the price is right now. Like I said, I got this tin can robot. It was marked $5. Got it for $3. Really like $928 in toys, so it's an instant sale. We'll make $5 profit after it sells. Got this DS game, never heard of it, but looked like it was unique, so checked it, and in this condition, it's basically mint, got the manual and paperwork and everything. It's gonna go probably for 25 used. Pretty good rank as well. Picked up this remote for $2. We'll make about $2 or $3 after fees, but that's if I sell it. I'm thinking I'm just going to keep it and bundle it with some electronic someday that I need a remote for, that this one would work for. This book has a rank of almost 28 million in books and is worth nothing. So I like to buy books randomly at garage sales and then scan them later, just for, it's some weird source of entertainment. If I see a book that's interesting and, you know, it's like right by somebody who's running the sale and I don't scan it, I'll just pick it up if it's 50 cents or less, and it's just something I do for fun. It's kind of tradition now in my garage selling. So I just randomly picked that up and lost 50 cents. I'll donate it to Goodwill later and get a tax receipt when I do my Goodwill donation. I picked up this Xbox 360 USB controller. I'll be using this on the PC. I already got one, but it's nice to have another one if you're going to be playing with friends at all. More controllers, the better. So take a look at this. Another Sony under the cabinet CD player. This one's actually a better rank and sells for a lot more than the other one and has the remote. So this was like $160 used with that good rank. So and it's in really good condition. Hopefully it works. It was only $5, just like the other one. There's somebody else at a sale trying to sell a GPX one for $20. So finding two Sonys, you know, in the weekends, nice find. Now this, I think I've sold one of these before. This one may be slightly different. It's just a Panasonic shelf MP3 CD player. This one might actually, I think, is better, probably the newer model than mine now that I'm looking at it. But the woman wanted 25. I offered 15. She said no, but I ended up getting it for 20. Has the remote and the manual. So Amazon's about 150 used. High rank at 300,000 in electronic, which isn't that bad. I've sold plenty of stuff in that rank. It's just I wish it would be better. And this JVC DVD VCR combo, about 100 and, well, at least 100. So not bad. You see $5. At that, I don't even try to haggle that. I mean, come on, you're turning $5 into well over 100. So I can't can't haggle that. This Sony 8-hour tape T160s sell a bit better by themselves than the standards here. So this after fees was almost $5 exactly, 50 cents. I think after fees it was $5.50 you got back. So good rank, will sell, but I'm probably going to save it and make a bundle of these. I think I've already got one or two. And I'll look and see what a good selling bundle is, and I'll just kind of bundle them together. But these Maxell VHS, fortunately 11 pack has been torn open. The tapes are still sealed inside. There is a little tear on one, so I'm not sure that one will be sold, but actually Dustin might be taking 3 of these. I think that's what we agreed on. So they were $4 for these, so 2 a piece, 3. I save mine and try to make 8 packs because I sell 8 packs as I find them. Once I get 8 of them, I'll sell them for about 80 bucks. So they sell pretty well at that. But yeah, that's about it for the weekend. I know this video is a bit longer, but it is 2 days and probably about 17 hours sourcing. So that's a lot of hours put in, but this alone is like, could be 300 plus dollars. Well, yeah, probably about 350 at least in profits. Yesterday was at least 500. So that's a good weekend. If everything sells as expected, it could even reach, you know, close to 1,000 profit. Of course, things never go as expected, right? But if you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up, please subscribe, please leave me some comments. I enjoy it. Try to read them all, try to answer all of them. As the channel grows, it's getting harder to keep track of everything, but I do try. But this has been Wick. Till next time.